Hey guys, what's good? It's me, Caleb, Wanamakazi, and today's story time is just an absolute W for me today. And as most of you know from my previous videos, I've been taking a lot of L's, or I've been just barely getting out of L situations, so it's going to be nice telling a story time where I come out on top. But before I get into today's story time, I just want to say I'm doing a 500 subscriber giveaway. Two of you guys will be winning $20 gift cards of your choice. Just let me know and I got you. And all you gotta do to enter is subscribe and leave a comment so I can find you. That's it. You don't gotta subscribe to my OnlyFans and leave a like on my Insta page. Just subscribe and you're entered. And don't worry, if you already subscribed, you're already entered. But other than that, I'm just going to jump into today's story time. Today's story time takes place around a year ago, in my junior year of high school. And I used to work at this trampoline park. I'm not going to say the name of the park, but it's a pretty popular one, so I'm sure you guys can guess the name of it down below in the comments. And I walk into work this day, and I'm being told I'm going to be training the new girl up at the front desk. And I'm pretty hyped about that because the front desk is easily the easiest position in the whole park. And the girl's pretty cute, so it was a double win for sure. And after about 10 minutes of just getting to know her, training her a little bit, this guy that I've been working with for about a month now comes up to me and is saying, yo, that's my girlfriend, she's new, she doesn't really know what she's doing, so just help her out. And I'm like, yeah man, no problem, I got you. And as you guys know, he's not saying, yo, that's my girlfriend, help her out, she's new. He's basically just saying, yo, that's my girlfriend, don't make a move on her, just making it clear that they're dating and whatever. So I respected that. And I'm just training her for another hour. It's a really slow day. It's a Monday at a trampoline park. So I show her the basic stuff, the cash register. It's really easy. Small things come up that I have to show her, but other than that, it's really easy. And there's nothing really to do, so we just talk, of course. We're not just going to sit there in silence. We're talking, getting to know each other a little bit, just asking really simple questions like, what school do you go to, and what color are your panties? No, I'm just kidding, nothing like that, but that's definitely what her boyfriend thought we were talking about because 5 minutes later she points out, she's like, hey, my boyfriend's staring at you, and he looks really angry. I look over and turn around, this dude's straight mad dogging me. He looks so pissed off, and he just like looks like he wants to eat me because he's this giant fat dude. I don't even know, really ugly. Not dude, fat dudes are beautiful, but this guy definitely was. I don't know how he even pulled her in the first place. To be honest, like I was kind of thinking that the whole time. But to give you guys a better visual, he's not like right behind me, mad dogging me and everything. He's like 200 something feet away. He's running the go karts, and as he notices us both staring at him, kind of confused, like what the hell he's doing, he picks up his walkie-talkie and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna call the girl Stephanie. Stephanie, pick up." And then they just start talking for a little bit. It's really weird. Like I hear him like asking questions like, "What are you guys talking about? What school does he go to? Is he good at hockey?" Because I guess they were talking about that for a little bit. I was just letting them talk, whatever. And then I was like, "Hey, you need to put that walkie-talkie down. Our manager's coming." But then my manager comes up to me and says the most bizarre shit. He goes, "Hey Caleb, we need you to stop talking to Cal's girlfriend and get back to work." I'm like, "What do you mean work? Like this place is dead, and I'm just training her like you said. Like, did you forget already? Like, how did you forget?" And I'm just kind of talking down to him because I don't even like this guy. He's been there less time than me, and he got the manager spot over me, and he's younger than me, which was crazy. So I'm kind of getting like bossed by around by like a kid like that's 16 years old, and I'm 16 too, I think actually, but I'm older than him. And then basically he's like, "Yeah, okay, not a big deal. That's just warning one." I'm like, "Bro, what the hell is this guy giving me a warning for? Whatever, warning one." I mean, it's not like I stopped talking to her after that. I kept talking to her because I'm not gonna just sit there in silence. So we're talking just a little bit longer. Then she ends up going into talking about her boyfriend and kind of just saying like how psychotic he is and how crazy he is and how toxic, because this guy would apparently drive like past her house all the time, try and like look through her window, would always make sure she's not cheating. And I could tell honestly because if this guy's already like staring at me, like getting super mad simply off of talking at work, I kind of believed it. So yeah, she was basically then saying like, yeah, I kind of want to break up with him. Like, I need a new guy. I'm like, oh yeah, that would probably be best for you basically, because this guy doesn't sound the best option for you. And she's like, yeah, I need someone like, and then she literally just starts describing me, and then I kind of like, oh yeah, that's crazy. I don't want to like start making a move on her, especially because I think it's kind of a red flag like that she's been with this guy for so long that's like this crazy. But I was kind of like, yeah, like a guy like that would be better for you, like I guess. Like I didn't want to like straight up say it, but I was like, yeah, you're right, yeah. And I knew she was describing me, so like I knew she was like into me because our conversations were good, definitely, and maybe we were flirting just like the tiniest bit, but we really weren't. And a couple hours go by. We're still talking, having a decent conversation, and then Kyle, I guess he took a break from the go-karts. He comes up to me. He goes, "What's up, dude? I already have him gave you a warning. Why are you still talking to my girlfriend?" I'm like, "Talking to your girlfriend?" I'm like, "Dude, you mean I'm training my coworker?" Like, playing dumb a little bit. And he's like, "Dude, you know what you're doing?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, we're at work. Like, do you just expect us to go sit in silence?" He's like, "You don't need to talk to her for 4 hours straight." I'm like, 4 hours straight? I'm like, "Dude, like, that's how long our shift's been. I'm not gonna just, like, sit there for an hour in silence." He's like, "You can talk to her, but just not for, hours straight." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, so, like, can I talk to her for an hour, leave, and then come back and talk to your girl even more?" And then he got really pissed about that, and then even she started laughing. And he's like, "Well, why'd you say it like that?" Like, getting all angry. And this dude's probably like 6'5", and I'm probably like 5'7". He's way bigger than me. But yeah, he's definitely like a big chubby boy. I've already said that. He's a football player, so he's definitely strong. But I'm definitely like, faster than him. I would slap him up in the face a little bit if I had to. But if he got hold of me, I'm probably done. And then he's like, "All right, bro, no more talking to her, okay?" I'm like, "Okay, I'll talk to her later, not now though, right?" And then he goes, "No, you're not gonna talk to her." I'm like, "Okay, okay." Like, we just get into this like weird conversation in front of like four coworkers, and basically he grabs her by the waist and he keeps on doing his chores with her, like, by her side. Like, he does not let her leave. Like, he's holding her and sweeping at the same time, so like he doesn't let me talk to her. Which is like so weird. Everyone knew he was like such a creepy guy. Like, after that, like, I was like, "What are you doing? Like, why wouldn't you let her do her chores?" And even the manager was like, "Yeah, like, let her go. Like, she needs to do her chores. Like, or they call them chores, but we're just cleaning up." And she's like, "Well, I don't trust Caleb. Like, I'm not gonna like let her go off by herself." And he's like, "That sounds insane." And like, Caleb's, I think I was cleaning the bathrooms, and she would have been like sweeping the floors or wiping on the tables or something like that. So it's crazy what this guy was doing, just holding her by her waist. I thought that was insane. And then as we're walking out, everyone's walking to our car. We finish all our chores. This guy comes up to me. He's like, "Caleb, come here." Like, does a weird thing with his fingers, like coming towards him. I'm like, "What? Like, what do you want?" And then he's like, "I need to talk to you." So I go up to him. His the girl's like right behind him. I can see her. I like wave at her. She's like, "Don't wave at her." I'm like, "Okay." I'm just like straight faced, "Okay." And he basically says, "I don't need you to disrespect me and talk to my girlfriend anymore." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm like, okay, bro. Like, I think she wants to talk to me." Like, I'm kind of like getting a little like disrespectful because like I don't know why he's talking like that. And at this point, like, every employee is gathered around and is watching this, and he's like up in my face. I'm like, "Dude, back up." He's like, "What are you gonna do about it?" And then he's like, "I'm gonna kick your ass." And I'm like, "Okay, shit. Like, all right, bet. We're about to fight or whatever." I just gotta like do my best, like, not get held by this guy. And then like as like I can tell he's about to push me, my boy Diego comes in clutch. He's also like he's like this big ass dude, hella strong. He basically just throws this guy, pushes him from the side, gets on top of him. He goes like, "You don't mess with my boy DK." Um, Diego's a goat for that. He stuck up for me. Like, I guess he thought I would have lost, bro. He had no faith in me apparently. Um, which, I mean, you have to have faith in me, right? But yeah, he stuck up for me, threw that guy across the room, and he like basically topples over him. He's like, "Yeah, don't mess with DK," because that's what people call me at work. They call me DK. And then I was like, "Yeah, don't mess with me." And then and then everyone's just like laughing at that. And then I like tell the girl, I'm like, "Get in my car, get in my car. Like, I'm driving you home," because she was gonna drive home with him that day. We already talked about that, whatever. And she's like, "Okay." Hops in my car. I'm still like outside, like talking to Kyle and whatever, and she's in my passenger seat. And then she's like, he's like, "I'm gonna fuck you up, Diego." And then like the other Diego's boys also come. He's like, "You're gonna what? Like, you're gonna what?" Like, and then this Kyle, like, he just took an L like in front of everybody. He's like, "Whatever." He's like, "Where's Stephanie? We're going home." Or I'm gonna drop her off at her place or whatever. And then I'm like, "Stephanie's in my car, bro. Like, I'm taking her home." And then I was like, "Damn." And it was pretty funny. And then like she's like, "No, she's not." And then my boy Diego and his friends were like, "Yeah, he is. Like, that's DK's girl now." And then it was hilarious. I was laughing. I got in the car. I'm like, "Later, Kyle. See ya." Drove off. Me and her got food. Whatever. I took her home. And Kyle, he got fired for trying to press me for talking to his girl at work, and for me and the girl, nothing happened. I thought it was too weird that she had a boyfriend like that, and I didn't really want to date her, like, because like I just thought that was a red flag. She would stay with someone like that. Like, why was she so desperate for a guy like that? So, and I didn't want it to be like, oh, we're this work couple. That was kind of weird. So, we saw each other at work a few more times. Then she ended up quitting, um, and that was basically it. Diego is the goat for that. Shout out to him. He legendary moment. I thought that was hilarious. If you guys enjoyed the story time, please leave a like and let me know in the comments down below what kind of gameplay you guys want to see for future videos. If you guys want to see more story times like girls and stuff like that in it, whatever, let me know. But yeah, moral of the story: don't get pressed over a girl, bro. It's just a girl. They really aren't that special. They're all the same. No, I'm just kidding. But that's basically it, boys. Have a good one. Peace.